What is it like being a Trinidadian living in Jamaica? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, the founder of Jamaicans.com. And today I speak to Debe Ann, a Trinidadian living in Jamaica. Hi, Debe Ann, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm fine, thanks.
So tell me a little bit about the name because your name is spelled a little different than the typical Debe Ann.
Because it's not Debe Ann, it's Debe Ann.
It's Debe Ann.
It's missing accents.
Okay, and where does that accent and because where it
It's
comes
B
from?
accent acute, BE accent grave. It's like a V on top of the B.
Ah, and I believe you said it. You and I spoke. Is it French? Is it the French
Yeah.
background in you?
My dad's father was French.
Okay, all right.
Came to
So
came to look after land, sugarcane.
all right. So tell us, where in Trinidad are you from?
Okay, so born in a general hospital, and from there went to Murray Street, I think in Woodbrook, and from Woodbrook to Barataria, 10th Street, Barataria. From Barataria to Glencoe, 9 the Hawkett Valley Road, Glencoe. And then from Glencoe to Alice Glen.
So it sounds like you have moved around Trinidad
A little bit.
a bit. What are your fondest memories of Trinidad?
Oh gosh, that'd be a lot. I mean, in Glencoe, I lived opposite a river. The road and then the river and then the mountain. So, I mean, there was so much to do. You're in the river every day, you're swinging, you're catching fish, you're catching shrimp, you're sliding down the hill, your father beating you because you're coming home really dirty. Lots of fun in Trinidad. I was growing up in that neighborhood.
So let me ask you this one. Carnival.
I am a carnival baby. I started playing mass in 78 with my cousin and Edmund and Lil put in a schoolgirl section just for the girls whose parents played with them. So I was one of the original schoolgirl section.
Okay. No, I have a friend from Trinidad. I won't call her name, but she makes fun and say, listen, Jamaica Carnival is like a couple days. Trinidad Carnival is a week and more.
Trinidad Carnival starts in October.
I won't get you in trouble. I won't make you do the comparison.
There is no comparison.
You said it. There's no
There is
comparison.
no comparison.
All
You
right.
can, I mean, you can match fruit. You can match apples and oranges, but you can't match Irish potato and orange.
All
It
right.
has to be at least the same, genre, like fruit, vegetable, rice. You know.
So tell us your story on how you got to live move to Jamaica.
While at university, I was at University of Miami, and in my final semester, I met this incredible guy who swept me off my feet, and here I am. He was Jamaica.
All right. And how long you been living in Jamaica?
I came here in 87, about 36 years, 37 years, somewhere there.
Nice, nice. So what do you love about Jamaica?
I love the beaches here. I love that I can go up to the Blue Mountain and get snow, and I can go down to the beach and sun will kill me. I like that there's a difference in temperature. I live up in Mandeville, so it's nice and cool up here. And I love the beaches.
Nice.
That we really don't have much of in Trinidad. Not like these.
So what do you love the least?
The outstretched palm.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
don't like, I find that very difficult to deal with. That every time you stop at a traffic light, every time you stop somewhere, you go into a store, you know, you had the hairdresser, you're sitting down, just keeping still, being quiet. And somebody come up to you and they could get a money, they could get a change, they could get a dollar bill, they could get a coin, they could.
Right, right.
I find it very uncomfortable. I
Okay.
mean, I know that they probably have no choice, but
Right.
it makes me uncomfortable.
Okay. All right. So tell me a story about where the cultural difference, being Trinidadian and in Jamaica, and maybe it's a word that we use that in Trinidad it may mean something else. It
Oh,
may
I
mean
have lots of those.
it may mean an expression or something that you encountered while you were there in Jamaica.
When I first came to Jamaica, um, I had to really learn the dialects because I live in Mandeville, which is more in the country, where they're not quite as progressive with you not being familiar with the dialect. So if I said, um, you know, in Trinidad we have a bulla man, for argument's sake. A bulla here is a cake, a ginger cake, but
Right.
that's not what it is in Trinidad. They have ackee here,
Right.
and Bobby is ackee is chenet, and here chenet is guinep.
Yes.
Yeah, and Naseberry is sapodilla, and June plum is pomsite, and Pomerac is Otahiti apple, and I had to learn everything all over again. And Chocho is Christophine, and it was a whole. My favorite one is we used to go on a lot of holidays when we first got married with the family. My husband has a lot of brothers, 7 brothers and a sister. It's 9 of them, 8 or 9 of them, and we'd vacation together for just a weekend, because the type of business that we're in, you didn't get any much days off. So when it was a long weekend, man, you take it and run for the hills. So we were in line to get food at one of the resorts in time, and 3 of my brother-in-laws behind me, Mike, Richie, and then Jody. And I'm looking at this green thing, and I'm saying, what's that? So it was a soup, and the guy says to me, it's Halman soup. It's like, oh. So I said, sorry, I didn't catch that. Halman soup. I was like, I'm sorry. I still didn't hear that. And the guy had to repeat it about 4 or 5 times. And my brothers, by now they're laughing. They're killing themselves and laughing in the back, because they know exactly what the guy is saying, and I don't have a clue. I said, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry to have you repeating this, but I'm really not catching it. He goes, Halman soup next to peanut. That was almond soup, okay? And I was like, and they were killing themselves with laughter behind me, and I was like, Ola couldn't help me out.
It's another language.
Another language. Next to peanut, the guy was so annoyed.
So what was the biggest adjustment you believe you had to make, apart from, again, understanding the language, moving?
Leaving my family.
Okay.
I was literally alone over here. No family at all over here, just the husband. So I left my mom, my dad, cousins. I left everybody in Trinidad.
Wow. So do you go back and visit often?
I used to, but both of my parents are now gone.
Okay.
So I haven't visited since 2018.
Okay.
2018, I think.
Okay.
That was 40 years. That was the last time I played. That 40 years. That I'd finished 40 years of mass. So my cousin and myself, we decided, 40 years is a good track record.
So food. What Jamaican food do you absolutely love?
That's a bad question to ask me, because I've been thinking about it, and I don't even think you can pin me down to a genre of food, because I am a chef for a living, and so I appreciate lots of different types of food. I do like jerk. I think, and I like ackee, but to say that if I left here, what I'd be really missing is like nothing. But I like my roti, I like my curry. We just had carnival here in Jamaica. I made 3,000 barra.
Wow.
1,500 doubles for one of the parties, 40 or 50 gallon of corn soup, and 2,500 palori. So the Jamaicans like the Trini food just as much as we do.
So let me ask you this. Do you have a restaurant? Because it sounds like you have a business there.
I hate the thought of being in a restaurant on a day-to-day basis and doing the same thing every day. I would die. I like catering because it's always something different, a different place, different menu, different people. I like that.
Okay.
I do cater, but my main line of work is product development. I develop products for companies.
Okay.
I do further processing, what they call further processing.
Okay.
You know, like how you have Tyson chicken and then they have nuggets, Tyson nuggets. You just pop in the oven. I do that type of stuff for large companies here in Jamaica.
So but I have to ask a question because somebody in Jamaica who may love doubles or love them roti or love all of that may want to reach out to you. Do you have an Instagram page or a page that you put your stuff?
I am low tech. I'm so bad at this Instagram business. I have an Instagram thing, yes, and I have a Facebook page. You're better off trying to look at my Facebook page because I don't get around to doing the Instagram often. But I mean, you can find me if you go on the internet and you put in Debe Ann Lange or Debe Ann Lange Chen or Debe Ann Chen, you'll find me.
Okay. All right.
You'll find me.
So when I'm not
getting out of my bed to make anything less than $20,000. Okay.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't pay because doubles is such a small item. When somebody orders a dozen doubles, you can't get up and set up on, you know what I mean, unless if you have a restaurant, that's different. But when you're catering, it can't pay you to get up and do a dozen doubles.
All right.
So if I'm doing doubles, I'll take orders. Of course, when COVID came up, I started doing an every Friday menu.
Right.
And if I put doubles on the menu, then I have to get at least 20 dozen double orders before I'll say, okay, yes, everybody getting doubles.
I see. So you kind of touched on it a little bit, right? Where you said you wouldn't, if you left Jamaica, there's food that you could still make your food yourself. As a chef, you have that advantage. You could still do your own thing. But when you do leave Jamaica and visit other places,
I never want Jamaican food. Why?
But not the food. No, not the food now. When you do leave Jamaica and visit, what do you miss when you say, okay, I'm ready to go home? What are you missing when you say, I'm ready to go back to Jamaica? Is there something?
Sometimes it's just my home that I'm missing, our own house, our own surroundings, our own yard space and stuff like that.
Right.
Never the food. I just don't understand how the Trinidadians come over here and they want to change and they want to dominate, they want everything to be Korean, this and that. You're in somebody else's land, adapt, appreciate, and try and blend, not try and change. I think it's best that we appreciate what is here that we like. Obviously you're not gonna like everything, but work with that. Because when it comes to the food, you can always find something that you like, I was like, oh, I'm not eating this, I'm not eating that. Really? Oh, no. I come from Trinidad, I eat a agouti, man, a cool tilapia, iguana, monkey, snake, you name it. My mother used to cook wild meat every Saturday morning for my father to play canasta with the boys, with my uncles in the night. And they used to go hunt. You open the back door on Saturday morning. On Saturday morning, I opened the back door and I got hit in my face and marked my face. When I look, iguana, tie up in the bag, but the tail out of the bag and thrashing around. Mom cut my face. After that, I opened the door on Saturday morning. I look out very carefully before I walk outside. You never know outside the back door. So type of thing you do have here in Jamaica. They're not that adventurous with the wild meat.
Well, speaking of the wild meat, I haven't tasted iguana. I hear it tastes like chicken. Because everything tastes like chicken.
Right.
So have you tasted iguana?
Yeah.
Okay. And is it like chicken?
Not quite. Not quite.
Uh,
Um,
well, you know, we Jamaicans, we afraid of lizard. So the thought of eating lizard
the
is
best
one
thing
of
to
the
be afraid of it is best thing to eat it. I've pretty much eaten all wild meat there is to have in Trinidad
Okay,
because of my uncle's hunting.
right.
And before turtles became endangered, we lot of turtle because you go to Blanchie shells and catch them there. I remember my mom all cooking soup one time in the shell because we didn't have anything, and a turtle came up and they killed it. I remember helping to clean that turtle when they killed it. It was huge. I was little, and I remember it was huge, and they cooked it right there on the sun, on stones and wood.
Wow.
It was fantastic.
Well, I think the one thing we'll go in the wild and get is a crab,
Oh,
the land crab.
Curry crab and dumpling.
Yes, yeah, the land crab. So when your friends from Trinidad come to Jamaica, what do you typically recommend that they do or see? Is there a place you say, make sure you go see this, or make sure you go here?
Yeah, I think you need to see Duns River Falls. If you want one of those nature people, then you take a trek up the Blue Mountain and experience the trail going up, in Coffee Land there. I think you need to go to Portland because it's so different to the rest of Jamaica. It's so lush, it's so green because they get so much rain in Portland, and then they have a couple of fantastic beaches, and then they have surfing in Portland where they don't have anywhere else. And then of course, jerk originates in Portland. Right. If you want good jerk sausage, that's where to go. And get good jerk seasoning because you can buy their jerk seasoning down there.
Right.
Yeah, the fresh one.
Right.
Yeah, that's something that spoils me that I like because my brother-in-law would just jump in the helicopter, stop in Portland, jump out, go and get all the jerk, everything, get the jerk season, everything, and then come back up. Because it's a long drive.
Yes, it is. You
have to be actually going to Portland or something, and then remember to stock up. And
they're now doing the roads out there, so that's been interesting.
I'm so not impressed by that because I live in Mandeville and we're supposed to have the toll road finished from how much years ago, and still didn't finish yet. So not impressed. Not impressed.
So, Debe Ann, thank you again for spending some time with us. Winding it down. So, is there a Jamaican expression that you heard and you actually now use it, or you always liked it?
Soon come. Soon come. And come, your man. Put bottom neck back. It's so much easier, The bottom of your foot hurting you. No, my foot bottom hurting me.
We have our body parts of our own, So soon come is not one of the things that, like, for me, when I hear soon come, I don't like hear it because soon come could mean
or 3 days later.
Exactly.
Not at all. You don't
exactly. So
that's very Trini too.
What do the Trini say? They say soon come too?
No, Trini don't say anything. They just don't turn up. I come now, you just now, you're here. So I'm going on the road just now.
Well, Debe
Ann. And then what happened?
Thank you again for sharing your story with us. And I will use your expression, soon come.
Yeah, my kids tease me all the time. Like, Mom, please don't try to talk patois. You can't do it. It doesn't come out right. It's like, what do you all know?
They're born there.
Yeah, I have a 33-year-old. He lives in China, and twins at 31. One lives in Tampa, and one is here with me.
Oh, wow.
The girl twin is an artist.
Right.
The boy twin is a hospital administrator, and the one in China teaches.
Okay. Very interesting. Again, Debe Ann, thank you again. I don't get the French version. I'm sorry. Debe Ann. Debe Ann. And as you said, soon come.
Nice chatting with you. Thank you for having me.
Show some love now. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a video.